We continue our look at the cities and towns that make up our great state. And with us today, the mayor of Torrington, Elinor Carbone. And Mayor Carbone, good to see you here.
It's wonderful to be here.
So I interviewed you many years ago. You're now in your third year of the third term.
Third year, third term.
So you like the job?
We do like the job a lot.
What's the hot thing in Torrington right now?
The hot thing in Torrington?
Yeah, like what's going on in terms of development and what people are talking about for the future?
So a lot of infrastructure improvements, developing our Main Street and creating an environment that is ripe for housing. Creating a 15-minute city environment where everything is walkable. Whether you want to be at the Warner Theater, you want to be at Kids Play Museum, or if you want to be shopping. So those are the things that we've been focused on. And I think that in general, during the summertime, it's a great opportunity to entertain, sit on the sidewalk on Main Street, listening to entertainment, having a good meal.
Because Torrington is sort of the gateway to the Litchfield Hills, right? If you're driving out to the hills, you go through Torrington, and a lot of people stop. What's the biggest attraction there? Is it the Warner Theater?
The Warner Theater, our Nutmeg Conservatory, which attracts ballet dancers from all over the world. And lately, our Kids Play Children's Museum is gaining in great popularity.
Many mayors across the state are saying that they have a shortage of housing. Does Torrington have a shortage of it, and what's being done?
There is a demand for housing in the city of Torrington. So we have been looking at many of the underutilized factory buildings in the city of Torrington, particularly those that are in the core downtown area, and working with developers to set those up for redevelopment as apartments or mixed-use development, and we've had some great success.
A lot of people moved to Connecticut during COVID. I know Waterbury picked up about 4,000 new residents. How about Torrington?
I can't give you the number of the number of people that moved to the city of Torrington, but I can tell you that in the New York Times list, we were in the top 10 destination for people emigrating out of New York City.
Let's talk a little bit about the new transportation development in your city that we had on the news a short time ago. The governor was with you and everybody talking about this big news for Torrington. Explain to us exactly
very exciting.
The impact.
That is, so when we talk about a 15-minute city, we talk about housing in the core downtown area where we're walkable. We know that there's a higher demand for public transportation. So the state's investment in this new facility, which is located one block off of Main Street, now affords us an opportunity to not only expand the fleet that we have, which means we can then expand the routes that we serve and the hours. So this is a real big leap for the city of Torrington, and we're grateful to the state for helping us make it.
What's the biggest employer in Torrington?
Our largest employer would be Hartford Healthcare. Our school system is right behind that, and we have a couple of manufacturers that are employing several hundred people.
What's on your wish list for Torrington? What would you like to see done?
On my wish list.
Or built, or
more
moved
housing.
To Torrington?
Absolutely, more housing, more development in the sense that, we'd like to see more industry or corporate opportunities. It's a little bit of a challenge because we are a large urban center for Northwest Hills. Not easily accessible. We don't have a seaport or an airport or rail. So trying to set ourselves up to attract that kind of investment in the community is a bit of a challenge, but we offer a tremendous quality of life.
Another complaint I get from some local mayors is they've had some difficulty with crime becoming more brazen, street takeovers, things like that. Have you had any issues like that you've had to deal with?
No street takeovers, but obviously crime is always on the top of everybody's list. When a young family is looking to move into the city of Torrington, that's the first statistic that they're looking for, that and education. We do have a wonderful police department, and our crime rate is relatively low. Maybe that's part of being so isolated. But we do feel that we're a good, safe community.
What's the argument that you would make to someone if they had a couple towns on their list to move to and Torrington was one of them? What's your persuasive argument to them?
The elevator speech? Yes. So obviously, quality of life. What we have is we are 40 square miles in size, but our core downtown area has the highest concentration of Art Deco buildings, which provide a great backdrop for any of those, street fairs, sidewalk dining. Within a 5-mile radius of our Main Street, you could be hiking or biking on a trail. You could be swimming, boating, or fishing in any one of the 3 state parks that are located in the city of Torrington. And within a 10-mile drive, you could be in a vineyard, at a distillery, or skiing.
You know, so many people like to go to restaurants within a couple-mile radius of their home. I live in Hartford, so we always go to the ones nearby. But one night, my wife and I went out to Torrington to the Venetian, which was really a great old historic place that not a lot of people know about.
70 years in existence, yes. And those owners, while they did recently sell, they stayed for a very long time to train the new owners to keep up the traditions.
Yeah, no, it's nice to see. Well, best of luck in Torrington, Mayor Elinor Carbone. Thanks for being with us here today.
I appreciate it.